What is up, What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Saw an interesting article on Air Alamo today that I wanted to share with you. Three bold predictions for Dejounte Murray in 2021-2022. I'm going to talk about these three predictions, whether I think they can come true. Drop a comment down below. Do you think this will happen, or maybe he'll miss the mark? Hit that thumbs up. You stop. Hit that thumbs up if you like support the channel, and subscribe for more Spurs content. Let's get into it. What's up, my man? Looking good there. All right, so the first prediction. Oh, well, let's talk a little bit about what's happening with the Spurs first. Apparently, before the predictions, he's going to head into this season coming off a career year. Yeah, definitely his best season. And they are mentioning without DeMar DeRozan, Rudy Gay, and Patty Mills, this is going to give him more opportunities. Absolutely. DeMar was, the primary scorer last season and all the seasons he's been here. And Rudy and Patty, love them, but when they came off the bench, they were just chucking the ball up left and right and took a lot of opportunities from our other players. So Dejounte's definitely going to have opportunities this season. Let's get into the predictions, though, shall we? Murray will shoot 50% from the field. I hope this happens, but I'm optimistic, but I also have to be realistic. And looking at Dejounte's career, he's a 45% career shooter, 33% from three-pointers, and two-pointers are 47%. So you'd have to have his three-point shooting, two-point shooting increase substantially to shoot 50% overall. I don't see that happening. Sorry, Dejounte Murray fans. I do think he can hit that two-point percentage, 50% or higher, with his ability to drive in the lane, the improvement in his mid-range jumper. He loves driving into the paint and taking that free throw line shot. So I do think he does have a possibility of shooting 50% or better from the field within the arc. But as soon as he steps beyond the arc, hopefully he improves there and gets near 40%. But I think his three-point shooting is going to drop his overall field goal percentage below 50%. So this prediction, I think, is going to be false. Number two, Murray will set a career high in steals. Okay. He is a very good on-ball defender, as they're mentioning actually right there. Youngest player ever named to an all-defense team in 2018. Yeah, absolutely. And many fans consider his steal and slam signature play. But you know what? Let's take a look at this. I didn't even know we had a little clip here. All right, let's roll the tape. Dejounte with the pick. He's on his way in. Thunder dunk of justice, baby. All right, well, whatever. All good. Probably should have muted that. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. But I always has a great play by Dejounte Murray. Oh, and it's still going. Okay. Boom shakalaka. All right. Maybe I should watch these videos or do this before I go through this. But I want to have a natural reaction. Don't want to just be uber prepared going into this. I did, I checked the three predictions, but I didn't read the text inside it because I wanted to kind of, naturally react to what I'm reading. Anyway. Murray's current record for steals in a season stands at 111, which recorded in just 66 games in 2019 to 2020. If he sees the floor at least 70 games, I'm hoping he sees the floor at least 80 games. And if he averages 1.5 steals, well, 1.5 times 80 is 120. So I think this one's going to come true. Very easily could come true. He's going to get the playing time with the vets being gone, hopefully. So I do think Murray will set a career high in steals. Moving forward, the last prediction, Dejounte Murray will lead the San Antonio Spurs in scoring. Who's going to challenge him? We look at the list here. I actually agree with the three players they mentioned. Keldon Johnson, Lonnie Walker, Derek White. I think if I had to pick between those four players, and I think there's a darn good chance based on that personnel, those are going to be our four leading scorers. I feel like Dejounte's going to be first. I feel like he's ready to take that role over. I know he's our point guard, but I do think he's going to be there first. That being said, Derek White is probably going to challenge him if he's healthy. Come on, we don't need any more Derek White injuries. We've had enough as Spurs fans. So I think Derek White's going to challenge him. I think they're going to both be in that 18 to 20 range. You got to remember, we're losing a lot of scoring. DeMar DeRozan was a 20-plus point scorer. Rudy and Patty off the bench were 12, 13, 14, 15, depending on the night. So both in the low teens, I believe, last season. Rudy averaged teens, or was he like 11 or 12? I don't remember. Anyway, that's about, 45 points per game you got to distribute among your roster. And yeah, some of the young guys are going to get minutes and take those points, but we need somebody to step up and be a 20-point per game guy. And I really think it could be Derek or Dejounte, maybe both. Maybe they both can average 20 points per game this year, which would really, really help the team if those two can really elevate their game. I think Keldon could be third in that list. He could also challenge for the first spot. I know some people say Keldon's overrated, Lonnie Walker. But, the development of his game, the improvements we've seen season over season, he averaged, 9 his rookie year, 12.8, I think, last season. So I could see him definitely jumping up 5 points per game into that 17 to 20 range. And Lonnie, always developing. I think he's going to be more around that 15 mark. It's going to be interesting to see who leads the Spurs in scoring this year. Who's going to want to take that torch that has been carried by so many great Spurs in the past, like George Gervin, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Leonard, and DeMar DeRozan and Marcus Aldridge and so many others. Who wants to be that guy? Who's going to be the guy that says, give me the ball at the end of the game, Pop, and I'll bring us to the promised land. I'll get us that win. Just give me the ball. I don't know where I'm going with that, but if I was channeling my inner, I feel like I was talking like Ben Stiller. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood but me. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent. Short video today. Don't really have much to add to this. I do think he's going to hit 2 out of 3. And sincerely, Spurs fans, I hope I'm wrong about that field goal percentage. If he shoots 50% over the year, that would be awesome. And I'm not trying to bury Dejounte Murray by saying I don't think he can achieve it. I just have to go by track record. But we've seen players make huge jumps. We've seen players that have shot 50% from the free throw line one year and then 70 or 80% the next year. So players can improve their game. And with, DeMar DeRozan being gone, how much of the paint is that going to open up for the San Antonio Spurs? Our offense is a little predictable. Drive to the paint and either take a shot or throw it out and kick it to the next guy who'll drive to the paint and then kick it out, toss it to the next guy. It was very repetitive, and we saw defenses collapse a lot on the Spurs last year, which I really think affected Keldon Johnson's game. So if we take DeMar DeRozan out, DeMar, thank you for your time here, and drop in somebody, maybe Doug McDermott does get the start, or maybe Devin Vassell starts. He was a lottery pick. Keldon Johnson started in his second year. We have somebody in there that can spread the floor and nail the three. That should open up the paint. Dejounte Murray is very good at driving the paint, as are all the other guys that are mentioned in the text here, KJ, Lonnie, and Derek. So that should help scoring, but that'll also help field goal percentage when you're taking higher percentage shots. Okay, so I rambled on a little more than I wanted to, but you guys know I like talking about this team. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in, and as always, wait for it, turn the volume down. Go Spurs, go!